Dave Gardy here for Maritime TV. We're at Shipping Insight 2018 in Stamford, Connecticut, and I'm here at the NETSCo booth, Naval Architecture and Marine Engineering. I'm with Rich Muller, who's CEO and President of the company. Rich, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Dave, for having us.
You spoke yesterday and attracted a lot of attention in the ballast water area. Give us an overview of some of the key point takeaways that you spoke about regarding ballast water and what your company's doing as an integrator.
Okay, thank you. Well, one of the big issues with ballast water is that owners have taken a long time to get on board, and so as we get closer and closer to the deadline, many owners are approaching us all at the same time looking for these services.
What are some of the pitfalls that you think owners should be aware of?
Well, there's many of them, but in terms of operational parameters, one of the things that is often overlooked is that when you insert this ballast water system into the ballast water system on board the ship, that often it tends to slow things down a little bit, and that has an operational impact. Sometimes that impacts the rate at which they can discharge cargo, or it means that they need extra personnel or to pay attention to what's going on, and so this creates some operational challenges for them.
How much of a role is it after the integration that they've got to be concerned with in terms of training and communication?
That's a big thing, and I think right now that's one of the things that really hasn't been explored fully. There hasn't been enough of these systems actually operating for any extended period of time to really get a good feel for how they're going to hold up, number one. And number two, there's a whole compliance issue. Some of the other things that have to been added over the years, MSDs and oily water separators, for example, it's easy to show that they're working or not working. We haven't quite figured out how we're going to do that with ballast water, so compliance down the road appears to be something that's really challenging at the moment.
And now you also talked about scrubbers a little bit. Give us an overview of what your company's doing on the scrubber front.
Well, scrubbers are something that many of those folks who are putting ballast water systems in are also having to do scrubbers, and so they're faced with trying to do them often both at the same time. And so many of our clients are approaching us, asking us if we can do scrubbers. A lot of the work that we're doing for ballast water, like 3D scans, for example, is very applicable to scrubbers. And so while we're scanning for a ballast water application, we can do a scrubber installation scan as well.
Oh, so it's almost like a 2-for-1 deal. Hit two birds with one stone.
Absolutely.
And some of the things of the major pitfalls they should be concerned about with scrubbers, because I know there's a lot of different scrubber technology out there.
There is, and again, we have this issue of we can put the scrubber in, but there's water treatment in particular that kind of goes along with that, and so sometimes there's disposal issues that really need to be for the owner to be concerned about.
Give us an overview of the company NETSCo. It's been around for a while. Just a 25,000-foot view.
Okay, well, we were formed back in 1984. We start with our roots in the Great Lakes, specializing in self-unloading technology, and then over the years now have expanded to a second office in Tampa, Florida, and to really international work as opposed to just a Great Lakes-centric beginning.
And if people want to find out more about NETSCo and the services you provide as a marine engineering and naval architecture integrator, where should they go on the web?
Well, very simple, NETSCo.us, and they'll see our full range of services.
That's Rich Muller, CEO and President of NETSCo.us. Thanks for joining us, Rich, today.
Thanks very much, Dave.
Here at Shipping Insight Maritime TV. Stay tuned for more.